This is Josiah Plays Tyranny. Alright, we just picked up Siren, the 5th companion. There's one more that we can find in the game. That's the Beast Woman. I'm not going to use her in my party in this playthrough, but have I played any Dragon Age or Mass Effect? I've played part of Mass Effect 1, and I've played Dragon Age Origins multiple times. Probably doodling in a sketchbook Josiah Quen just to see how it looked. Yeah, I'm writing Quen and then putting hearts around it. I'm writing it on my skin, you know, with not even in a notebook. Yeah. Totally. Totes. Josiah P. Quen. Alright, so we have Siren now. She's wearing a dress. I'm not sure that that's an appropriate fighting clothes. Songbird's dress. So she's got this thing on her head. And what I read about, I'm sure they'll tell us about it when I talk to her or whatever. I liked the companions in Dragon Age Origins. They were alright, but they were a little bit standard. You call them the gold standard. Well, standard is what they were. They're a little bit standard for my taste. I mean, to me, the gold standard of companions is Planescape Torment, but that's because Planescape Torment is the gold standard of everything that has to do with characters, plot, story, setting, any narrative aspect of a game. It's all set standard by Planescape Torment, in my opinion. I like companions that are weird for some reason, like extra weird, not just like, oh, I have a strange little quirk, I collect miniature figures or something. I mean, you know what I mean? Not like the ways people are weird in real life, but the ways people are weird in fantasy games only. I like weird companions, and so none of the companions in Dragon Age were all that weird. Maybe Sten was kind of weird because he was a member of a different race that nobody else was, but the others were pretty standard tropes, honestly. This game has some decent weird companions, though, like Barrick. And Siren herself is pretty weird. So, this thing is to control her power so that she can't use it at full power and just go nuts and control everybody. I guess Shale was pretty weird, yeah. Shale was probably the most Planescape Torment-ish type of character in DAO. Alright, she's got a lot of points to spend. She's got performance. That's a skill specific to her. Determines a character's ability to perform powerful songs that infuse magic into their music. Higher skill values increase the chance of hits and crits, increasing the power of a song's stanzas. She's got discordant melody, plus 15 performance skill. So I don't know what she uses for that. Vitality and wits, I guess. Why is her vitality an 8? Why are her stats shitty in general? Why does she not have any magical skills? Why is her lore 46? Why? Who is this scrub that I've just saddled myself with? Bring back Lantry. Okay. Hold on. Just wait. What can she even do? There we go. Just like in Pillars of Eternity. You've got the song singing bar. Oh, let's turn that shit off. Bane of Night. Not in combat. Stances. A song that terrorizes enemies with notes that conjure horrifying visions of the Bane. Yeah, Shale was pretty cool. Shale wasn't in the base game, though. You had to get a DLC to get Shale. When I think about the companions in Dragon Age Origins, here's what I think of. It was only free if you pre-ordered the game. If you got the game after that, You had to buy it. I think. The only thing I think about when I think about companions in Dragon Age Origins is the phrase, Morrigan disapproves, appearing on my screen. Appearing on my screen so many times that it burned into my retinas. Alright, what does this even do? Bane of Night. She has to have some stanzas. And then it does a bunch of bad stuff to all the enemies nearby, depending on how many stanzas she has. That's her song. Okay, what else has she got? She's got a combo ability, Shattered Stone. The Fatebinder rips a large chunk of stone from the earth and tosses it into the air. How do I do this? I don't know, I just do it.
Chew my leg off.
Shut up, Purse. Siren then unleashes a shattering note into the boulder, causing it to explode and send raining stones down from the sky, damaging enemies in the area. The power of Siren's voice impacting the boulder causes a shockwave to follow the explosion, dazing enemies in a loud area. This sounds legit. This sounds completely legit.
Ready? Flawless.
And she bows afterwards. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's try it again.
Signal. Flawless.
How do I suddenly have the power with my 8 might to pull a giant boulder out of the ground and throw it in the air? Do you know how strong you'd have to be? And then it does crush damage to everybody and it dazes them for a long time. That's a pretty fucking powerful combo ability. Aria of Force requires 5 breaths. How do her mechanics even work? How do her mechanics even work? Well, they're all easy because you just give them gifts. You can just give them gifts and make it easy to... Alright, hold on. Aria of Force. It's a small cone. Siren releases a quick sonic blast that deals crush damage to enemies and forcefully pushes them away from her. 5 breaths. How do I know how many breaths she has? Oh, I know, because it says a little meter right there that says 0 breaths. Okay. I don't even know how her shit works. She's got terrible defenses. Low-ass hit points, low-ass lore. Some dodgy looking abilities. What else can she do? I don't understand. Songs, Peace, and War are her talent trees. Well, let's look at them. Songs. She has all of these already? Maybe she just gets these as she levels up, because she has all the ones for the levels. How do I use them, though? Oh, I see. I can change her song. Oh. Oh. This seems kind of cool. Hold on. Let's look for some fucking help on this shit. Tutorials. Siren's songs. When combat starts, Siren will begin singing one of her songs. Each of her songs is a series of stanzas that produce different effects. As one stanza ends, its effects will linger, overlapping with the effects of the next stanza. You can change Siren's current song by selecting her and choosing a new song from her song interface. Okay, that's pretty cool. What else does she do, though? Breath is the attribute that determines how frequently Siren can sing her arias during combat. Each of Siren's songs is broken into stanzas. When a stanza is complete, Siren gains a single breath. Each aria requires... This is spoony as shit. This is so spoony. She gains a single breath. Each aria requires a specific amount of breath to activate. Siren's accumulated breath is lost at the end of combat. The quick breath and sustained breath talents allow Siren to gain breath at the start of combat and carry breath over between combat encounters. Oh. You can perform other actions while maintaining her songs. They scale with wits rather than might. Okay. This seems pretty cool. So... is that her only aria right now? It appears to be. So all these different songs. Red runs our blood. An old song once proudly sung by the cities of the Four Brothers. Since Kairos' destruction of setting sun, the song is rarely sung. They have a pretty fucking big area. Raises might of nearby allies. Deals corrode damage to nearby enemies. Raises resolve of nearby allies. Deals shock damage to nearby enemies. Sunders nearby enemies. Sword of Strength, Sword of Justice, a song of valor and defiance, adopted by the Ventrian Guard to boost morale in their rebellion.
Will we be continuing soon?
Raises might of nearby allies, raises wits, raises vitality. Bringer of Death, a song ominously describing the power of Kairos' will as it watches over life and land, reaping those that stand against it. Lowers resolve of enemies, lowers para and dodge of enemies, weakens enemies. Blood Brings the Dawn, a powerful battle chant Siren was forced to sing for the Scarlet Chorus to inspire their victory. Movement speed of allies, fire damage to nearby enemies, bleeding to enemies. Ooh, that one's pretty cool. Or the Bane of Night. Just straight up does damage, and then does more damage, and then frightens, and then drains health. A song that terrorizes enemies with notes that conjure horrifying visions of the Bane. Huh. I do kind of like Bane of Night, actually. Alright, now let's look at her talents. So then she gets a new song like every level, it looks like. 10, 11, 12, 13. She can sing 2 songs simultaneously at 13. That sounds badass, actually. So the next one she gets Glory in Battle. Ooh. Okay, hold on. So she's got her songs, right? How many spell slots does she... Oh, she does have 4 spell slots. Even though her lore is fucking shit-tastic. Alright. Peace and War. Aria of Resolve. Bolsters the party's resolve. Languorous Tempo. Bonus to disengagement defense. Inspiration. Increases experience gain for magic and subterfuge. Also grants her additional spell slots. Okay, so that's good. Once per encounter at the start of combat, everybody gets some increase. That's she's got some cool shit. Aria of Respite. This game doesn't seem to have fatigue, Saito. Removes hostile effects. Increases the range of defensive songs. Retain breath for several minutes. Retain 2 breaths for several minutes. Immune to engagement. Guise of Innocence. That's fucking sweet. Immune to engagements and can't be crit either? Oh, that's pretty badass. Alright, freezing enemies with a cone. Revive in a radius. Calls a happy memory. Creates an embodiment, so she creates a fake tank. Okay. War. It's like a micromanaging nightmare. You think so, Anonymous? I'm already micromanaging everybody, though. Why is she hanging out in this place like a down-on-her-luck singer in an old bar? I know, right? I was wondering. As soon as I walked in here, I was like, this doesn't look like a place where Syrian would be. And then she was here. Aria of Force. Okay. Resonant Field. Damage prevention field around herself. Shielded for 20 damage until damaged. Briefly stop it from regenerating. Shielded for 50 until damage. Shielded for 80 until damage. She's my tank! Siren's the new tank! No. Voice fractures the armor of her foes. Armor Sunder Cone. Move through the songs more quickly. Which I guess would be good if you were doing the damage dealing song. Gaining an accuracy bonus to offensive songs. Focuses her voice and raises her pitch to deafening levels. Take arcane damage and are interrupted. Aria of Pain. Automatically gains breath at the start of combat. Her final breath whoops some ass when she's defeated. Confusion. Aria of Storm sounds nice. Damn. Summons an embodied nightmare. Man, I don't know how to spec her. I want her to be offensive. So I guess we get like rapid tempo. Sunder. 6 meter radius, 100 degree cone. 3 meter radius, 100 degree cone. 6-meter radius, 100-degree cone, does damage, and strong interrupt with 6 breath. That one's good. Accuracy bonus to offensive songs. More breath at the start of combat. Fusion. Wander aimlessly. Alright, we're going with this. We're going with this. Guise of innocence, you appear to be a cow to your enemies, which they would never consider attacking. Nice. Her helmet, like people are worried about her in sharp corners, right? Alright, so I guess... Like, I don't know what these scale... The damage on her songs and stuff scale off of. Like, this song right here... Well, she's also going to be casting spells, of course. So she should probably just go all in on wits, just like... That gets her a little bit of lore. Save the last point. Alright. Now we need to set up some magic for her. Alright, so right now she's got Bane of Night. That seems like the song that I actually want to go with. And she has 2 arias, and the aria I'll probably be using is Aria of Pain. Although that one does more damage and requires fewer breaths. Oh, but look how much bigger that cone is. She's going to automatically get 2 breaths at the start of combat, so she'll be able to kick these arias out more quickly. And then she's got this powerful ability, which seems pretty strong. That's a very long day's time, and that's a very large area. Oh, maybe it's not that large of an
Maybe
area.
they like to hear a song.
Good work.
Oh, I see. It's only around... It's around the Fate Binder. There's no, like, right? If I move her over
Right.
here, and then I have her do this.
Let's sing them a little something.
Good work.
Okay, I see. Bards with wits. There is no charisma stat, though, Anonymous. Wits essentially is the charisma stat in this game. Alright, we need to set her up some magic. She's got 4 slots, she's got terrible lore, but we'll work with that. She literally has no magical skills, so whatever we give her, she'll just have to start leveling it up. So we'll set her up with some... Oh, but the Frostfire spells require more lore than she's going to be able to bring to the table. Right? Like, if I want to go in here and make a nice fireball and make it a frost fireball. Oh, she can do a frost fireball. She just can't beef it up with any... Oh, that's blood magic. Never mind. No, she can't do a frost fireball. That sucks. She could do a bleeding fireball. Or a bigger fireball. Alright, let's give her the bigger fireball. And let's give her rhyme spike. Let's make it bigger as well. Once she gets more lore, we'll upgrade both of these to use the Frostfire sigil so that they do burning and freezing at the same time. That's what we had on Lantry. Then we'll give her a Searing Palm with Frostfire and range. And we'll give her a Frozen Grasp with Frostfire and range. Perfect. She's got some damage spells. She's got her Song of Angriness, her Arias of Angriness. We'll see how she works out in actual combat, but once we can get her lore skill up, we need to find a trainer that can train lore desperately. Desperately need to find a lore trainer. Needs more Lantry being able to train lore. I know, that would be so nice. That would be so nice. Alright, well. Siren's in the group now, I guess. Don't know how well she'll work out in practice, but look at her magic defense! Holy shit! 75? That's... oh my god, that's a good magic defense. Alright. What else can we do with Siren? Let's look at her stuff. She's got a 200 staff called Discordant Melody. The 7 arcane damage, plus 15 performance skill. Okay. Songbird's Bridle. Cannot take it off. Only Siren can equip this. A complex locking mechanism on the rear of this ornate helm keeps it fastened to Siren's head. When the Archon of Song raises her voice, the gem at the brow flashes with crimson light, as if in warning. No matter how much you puzzle it out, you can't fathom how this gear was assembled or fastened in the first place, much less how to remove it. It can be improved, though. Can't be removed, but it can be improved. Songbird's Dress. Siren's dress is made from the finest cloth in the Northern Empire. Among the layers of silk, you can just barely perceive delicate arcane runes and musical notation stitched in gold thread and shaped in an approximation of chains. Wow. That's pretty cool. And grim. Though it seems fashioned for courtly presentation, the garment's endurance throughout the length of the war rivals disfavored iron, leaving no one in doubt of its protective quality. Except it actually has no armor. I don't think there's any connection between Siren's helm and Barrack's armor, no. Gloves like these are more commonly found on the hands of diplomats, but evident wear shows that these have spent their recent history clutching more weapons than sweaty palms. These boots are better suited to carpet or marble floors, though they have managed to hold up in spite of the war's degrading influence on everything around it. Her defenses are poor. Let's give her this. And let's give her some of these. And disappointed she doesn't wear a tutu. This is kind of like a tutu. Not really, but... Alright, so Siren is in the group. She's higher level than the rest of us. And I guess we've got her set up about as well as we're going to. Let's take a look at our formations now. She just takes Lantry's place, that's fine. I need to talk to her, and I also need to talk to Eb, but it may be time for some of that. It may be time. I need to go back to the Spire, I think. I want to go back to the Spire. All these people are just like, okay, you're taking our cult leader away. They don't have anything to say. Can I put a subwoofer in her helm already? I don't think so. I wish I could have Lantry as well, but just so I can ask him about stuff and get his lore knowledge, you know, everywhere we go. That's like the whole reason I kept Kana in the party. Well, that's not really the whole reason, but part of the reason. I wasn't expecting to get Siren this soon, actually. I thought it would be a while before I'd get a chance to get Siren. I was wrong, obviously. Do you know how many hours of gameplay in this playthrough it has been since I've been in a fight? A lot. A stupid large number. I think I would say it's been about 13 or 14 hours of gameplay since I've been in a combat. Well, I gotta save some stuff for the second playthrough, you know what I'm saying? And the third. Second playthrough, I'm gonna have the exact opposite party. I'm gonna have Lantry, Kills in Shadow, and Barrack. First playthrough, these are the ones I'm picking. Sticking with it. This is my team. And I'm only playing on normal difficulty, which as Anonymous would say is like the little child difficulty, or however he would put it. So, even if my party's kind of suboptimal and weak, we should be fine anyway, because we're only playing on normal. How am I a sexist, Anonymous? Of course, I know you were just kidding. So I've got my one fighter and 3 staff-using mages. And Verse is tanky as shit now, though. She really is. She's got essentially 115 dodge and parry, because she uses dodge instead of parry. And 64% deflection. And these are just going to keep going up, you know what I'm saying? And she puts this spell on herself that gives herself another 30% deflection. Oh man, that's lovely. And if I buff us with all my buffs, my start of combat buffs, you know, maybe we should be closer together in the formation.
I got it.
If we're in formation like this and I cast these buffs on myself, will it hit everybody? No, they've got to move in closer.
Sorry, I can't.
I'll do it right away.
I'll
But
take care of it.
if everybody comes in, what are my? I know I made like multiple area buffs. I made haste, mirror image, and ignite brand. So if I start with this,
Will do.
now we all have flame weapons. And then I mirror image us.
Right.
And then I haste us.
I got it.
Now we're fucking badasses. And then we run into combat like this. Cut the games. Somebody's getting wrecked. And now, with these buffs on, she's got 195 dodge. And... oh, it doesn't even show the extra deflection. Oh, she has to cast it on herself.
You got it.
There. Now she's basically invincible. 195 dodge and 94 on hit and graze deflection. And crit to hit's irrelevant because absolutely nobody's going to crit her with defense that high. And those deflections count against spells too, not just weapon attacks. And even if she's not invincible, I've got fuck tons of heals. And then I put Mantle of Flames on her.
Right.
And everybody around her takes fire damage every couple of seconds. See, I got my shit set up. Frankie Tanky 9, how you doing? What's going on, Frankie Tanky 9? Let's see. Is this game a Pillar's Divinity killer? Well, I don't know about a killer. If you like Divinity, if you like Pillars, I mean, Divinity is very different from Pillars in this. Divinity is very different. If you like Pillars, you'll like this. If you hated Pillars, you'll probably hate this. If you kind of liked Pillars, you might like this more than Pillars. I like it better than Pillars. I like Divinity. I never said I wasn't a fan of Divinity. I haven't finished it, but I played quite a few hours of it and enjoyed it. I enjoyed the combat in Divinity a lot. I prefer the combat of Divinity to the combat of Pillars in this. But the story and lore and characters of Divinity were pretty weak to me compared to Pillars and this. And since I'm a player that cares more about story and lore and characters, that means overall I like Pillars in this a lot more than Divinity, I guess. Yeah. But for the combat itself, definitely Divinity is way better. Way better. If you're gonna just buy one of those 3 games and play it, I would get, if you're mainly a combat guy, I would get Divinity then. That would be my recommendation, Frankie. It's a big, long game, too. It'll last you a good while. Pillars is pretty good for combat, too, though, and it's also a very long game. But yeah, you can't go wrong with Divinity. It's good. It's good. It has a great combat system. Alright, anyway, so now that I've played around with my buffs, let's get out of here. Dude, that pulsing fire thing is awesome! Because she's the tank, right? So she'll be up in there and the guys will be meleeing her and they'll be taking that pulsing fire damage. And it'll be sweet. And then I've got all my heals. I can put a healing aura on her, which I'm hoping heals. When it does that healing pulse, I'm hoping that heals her. I'm assuming it will. And then I can put this on her too. And then she'll have 2 heal over times going on her at the same time if need be. And then I can put the energy shield on her also. Basically be invincible at that point. She's got 2 taunts now, Mocking Iron and Taunting Jest. Plus her other abilities. She's set up... I've never even used Ebb, so I don't even know how to use Ebb's abilities. We're just going to have to test her out, basically. But she's got a whole grab bag of different shit. And Siren's should be set up to do pretty good damage now. To run up in there so the enemies are in this song, and it's doing damage to them. When she gets enough stuff, she'll kick off the Aria of Pain on some fools. And she's got 4 offensive spells to use, which all have pretty short cooldowns. Plus this awesome ability, which I can't get enough of.
Good work.
One thing you've always wanted since Baldur's Gate is automated pre-buff. See, they removed buffing, basically, from Pillars of Eternity. Because you basically couldn't cast any of the spells out of combat. Very few of the buff spells could you cast, so you couldn't really pre-buff. They added it back into this game, apparently. Okay, anyway, let's go. Let's go. I've been faffing about here for a long time. I'm going back to the spire. I'm going back to the top. Oh! Ambush! Your journey is interrupted by the feral howls of a hunting pack of beastmen. Their leader is an impressive specimen, her mane black as night, and her body scarred from battle. Am I about... Is this the beastmen companion? Or is this just a straight up fight? Or what? I just got ambushed again. That's the second time on this road. Second run through, probably two-handed melee. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I might go one-handed in shield. I haven't decided yet. Oh, this is her. It's Kills in Shadow. This is our last companion right here. Kills in Shadow, I have no rep with her at all. Horn, not safe for work. Bare breasts up in this game. Look at her awesome red eyes, dude. It's pretty serious. Before you towers a massive creature of fur and flesh, her short black snout snuffling in the air. You can get a Brahmin pal in Fallout 2. Oh yeah, Brahmin are basically like cows. But they're like twice as good as cows because they have 2 heads.
Know this scent. Stench of blood, sweat, battle, iron and death. Stench of human called Fate Binder. Smells like alpha. Smells of strength.
Well, I can already tell you trying to do that voice is going to hurt my fucking throat.
Know this scent. Stench of blood, sweat, battle, iron and death. Stench of human called Fate Binder.
That kind of sounds like what she sounded like. The beast woman cocks her head to one side, eyes bright with curiosity and red as fresh blood. Those eyes rove your body up and down, darkening with a sudden heat, with the look that a predator bestows its prey.
Have been stalking human centrail. Have ranged many more than 5 nights through tribe and human territories of Tyr's land, hunting for human called Fate Binder, for human who woke Horizon Rock called Mountain Spire.
This beast person is remarkably informed. How do you know all this stuff, beast woman?
Have hunted hot high, cold low, wet dry. Traipsed far until paws bled, but always human who smelled of alpha evaded beast woman. Had to slink through shadows, fast, fast, quick, without rest to catch delicious prey at last.
Wait, so she's here to eat me? I have a feeling this is going to be one of those things like Zevran in Dragon Age Origins, where you can fucking just straight up kill her here if you want. and not take her as a party member. She tongues her blade-sharp, discolored fangs and exhales a pleased growl. Slap Kills in Shadow in the face. That's gotta end well. Your markings must be from the Shadowhunter tribe.
Fatebinder knows tribes of beast women. Curious human. Human who smells of alpha and knows of Shadowhunter tribe. Best tribe. Lost tribe of kills in shadow.
Best. You know, you gotta take it with a grain of salt when anybody tells you their tribe is the best tribe. Because doesn't everyone think their tribe is the best tribe? I mean, no matter what tribe you're in, you're gonna say it's the best tribe. Nobody's ever like, my tribe kinda sucks. I'm from a really shitty tribe, but, Oh, Lost Tribe. Couldn't have been that best if it's lost. Her eyes pin you with lust. Okay, whoa. You're not my type, lady. The look of a wolf that's found a hare. Gain some loyalty. Slap her in the face. Who knows, though? That could be the kind of thing that beastmen really like and respect, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, I didn't get to the part in the guidebook yet that talks about the beast people. Otherwise, I would know what their culture was like, and I would know if slapping her is a good idea or not. Well, we gotta go with the diplomatic. I mean, this is what Seraphine is all about. Hey, I'm not looking for conflict. I merely want to continue on my way.
Beast woman did not range so far, chasing scent and tracks of Fatebinder, only to step aside and watch human leave Beast woman behind.
Oh, she gets mad. She has a pretty cool voice, though. She snarls.
Nope, nope. Will not move from way.
Yeah, you got a point there, Nox. It might be a sign of dominance. She might submit to me if I slap her. But that just doesn't feel like what Seraphina would do, though. Unless she knew for a fact that would, you know... Explain yourself, Beast Woman. What is it that you want?
Humans.
She hacks. The Beast Woman's nostrils flare wide and her eyes brighten with amusement.
No human called Fatebinder. Kairos breeds words on paper. Fatebinder binds words to earth and sky. Makes ground tremble. Makes night cry, blood and fire.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Knight. I'm always making you cry. I'll say nothing.
Tribes of Kairos fear Fatebinder. Human Alpha claimed Horizon Rock called Spire, and Archons did not kill Fatebinder. Archons rolled over and whined, covetous.
I can shrug. What would a Beast Woman know of Tunan's Fatebinders?
Human is not first Fatebinder. Kills in shadow has hunted.
She chuffs, darkly amused.
Kairos hunts human realms to extinction. Rules tribe of blood and ruin, starvation and death. Seeks to slaughter beast women like prey. But beast women are not prey. Are not flighty, feeble-minded humans.
They're not prey. Kills in Shadow spits a gob of tawny mucus on the ground. Were you just quoting Donald Trump there, Anonymous? I'm sorry, I have to institute a rule given the circumstances of our... Now that's a stupid rule. I was going to say no Donald Trump quotes are allowed, but that's dumb, actually. Donald Trump quotes are great, because then we can make fun of Donald Trump. So Donald Trump quotes, all good. But of course he will be made fun of, because there has been no greater source of humor, at least not for John Oliver, in recent times than Donald Trump. Anybody here watch Last Week Tonight? Because you should. It's the funniest fucking show that's ever been on TV, basically. I don't know. That might be an exaggeration. It might not be the funniest show that's ever been on TV, but it's really funny. And makes me really happy every time I watch it. And like for months now, he's just been fucking lighting into Donald Trump every single episode. It's been great. Cannot believe that man's actually our president. Well, he's not technically our president yet, but he's our president-elect. That's impossible. How did that even happen? I can't even go down that road thinking about that right now. All right, so she spit some gob. We spit some gob. And yeah, I don't think he was talking about purse, I don't.
Beast women are savage hunters, bred to fight Kirut, like Fatebinder who smells of alpha.
Yes, I am bred to fight, kill, rut. I'm gonna get that shit tattooed on myself.
Strong always kill weak, then grow weak. Nor killed is migration of life. But kills in shadow is not weak now. Will not be weak for many long seasons. Will join Fatebinder and survive Kairos' tribe.
Pudding's pretty cool. So she wants to join me. I thought she was hunting me because she wanted to fight me. She just straight up wants to join me, huh? Well, of course she can join me. I mean, she can't really be part of my active team because I can only have 4, but she can stand around on top of my spire doing nothing for the rest of the game. I'm all in on that. You're not my problem, so scram? Who the fuck says scram? I always think of like some kind of, you know, minion goons from some sort of old gangster pick or something. We gotta get out of here! It's the cops! Scram! The cops are coming! Scram! Like, that's what I think of, like, when I think of somebody using the term scram. You'd side with the enemy. No. You'd side with the enemy to survive.
Enemy? No enemy. Only competition. Only strong tribes and weak tribes. Only win or die. Adapt to survive.
If you want to join me, it'll have to be as my beta.
Kills in Shadow is not beta. But even alphas submit to stronger-willed primas. Many packs make a tribe. Is this not a thought humans also understand? Beast Woman will follow Fatebinder. Will not dominate.
Thanks for agreeing not to dominate me. We already read about the primas before.
Unless Fatebinder begins to smell weak.
She tongues one of her upper fangs, lips split in a feral grin. No, I won't risk you turning on me. I want some assurances first. Clawed fingers etch the length of a furrowed scar on Kills and Shadow's cheek. Her eyes, red as fresh blood, regard you with deadly interest. You will provide me with insight on matters regarding your kith.
Alpha is clever hunter. Kills in Shadow approves. Will help Fatebinder study and stock quarry. Will paw around slippery ice issues.
Nice. So she gained loyalty and fear from me saying that. You will do as I say.
Role of Bulwark. Role of second of enforcer is to inflict Prima's orders. Wild raving Bulwark do not survive full seasons in beast women tribes. Kills in Shadow has seen with both eyes what happens to Kith who will not be tamed.
The ranking second in command of a beast tribe, a position often held by the most savage of beast women, the Bulwark's primary responsibility is to enforce order and obedience within the tribe and carry out the Prima's commands. In the smallest structure of a pack, the Bulwark performs those same duties in loyalty to the Alpha. Just gained a ton of fear with kills in Shadow. I don't want to say either of these. They don't fit Seraphina, I don't think. Alright then, welcome to the pack. Beastwoman huffs and turns to address her pack.
Kills in Shadow will not shelter stone whelps anymore. Scamper and flee! Do not want to see shadows lurking, stalking behind. Barb Cleft is leader now.
Not Barb Cleft. I hate Barb Cleft. The pack hesitates, causing Kills in Shadow to emit a low, menacing growl.
Will not like if Kills in Shadow catches sight or scent of stone mongrels again.
Magnetic Personality achievement unlocked. Oh, that's probably the achievement for getting all the companions, because the little icon looked kind of like a whole bunch of different heads. Unfortunately, she cannot join me right now. So she should be standing around on top of my spire. I like how even when you get ambushed, these little maps that you get ambushed on actually have like loot and shit on them.
Right.
That's the third ambush so far. Now, all of the 3 ambushes we've had were clearly important story ambushes. I mean, they were scripted. They were not just some random encounter. So I don't know if there actually are random encounters or not. The Beastmen have blocked off this main route out of the forest. Skilled hunters and trackers, the Beastmen know how to corner their prey.
Sorry, I can't. Sorry, I can't. Can't do that.
Get that loot. Got to get that loot. Gotta get that loot.
Can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that. Sorry, I can't. Can't do that.
Siren was at the top of your waifu meter before, Anonymous? Ooh, a fish. I said, ooh, a fish, like that was something really cool. Alright. Cool. We now have the full party. I think I'm gonna go back to the Spire and have the talk with all of my companions. You know how long that's gonna take? It's fucking hours. Mountain Spire. Ascension Hall. Go back to Ascension Hall first before we go back up to the Spire. I think it's time to have the talk. Alright, I'm going to talk to the people in here again just to see if there's anything new. Then we'll go up to the top and we'll do whatever we need to do up there. And, yeah. No, Saito, I think he meant, like, when she's fallen off a cliff and she's hanging on to a branch sticking out of the side of the cliff, and she's just hanging on there, and you've got to reach down and grab her to help her pull her up to safety. That's what you would use that for. Okay, so I'm gonna quick save again. I'm gonna pause the game. I'm gonna end this episode. So that's gonna do it for this one. If you're watching the stream, I'm not done playing. I'm gonna continue. If you're watching on YouTube, this episode is over. So thanks for watching. This has been Josiah Plays Tyranny.